I practice exclusively in the area of plaintiff's personal injury cases. That means that I represent a person or a family of a person who has been injured. My main area of practice would be motor vehicle collisions. Anything that involves an injury or death to someone that is the result of the negligence or carelessness of a third party, I represent those people. I think it's important to have a plan in place in advance because in the heat of the moment, adrenaline's flowing, you might be injured. Most people, if they don't have a contingency plan in place, they're going to neglect to obtain and preserve that information and evidence that down the road can be very helpful to them. Can't tell you how many times people at the scene don't think they're injured and then they leave, and then when the heat of the moment comes down, the adrenaline wears off and the tissues start manifesting the injury, that it's a day or 2 or 3 later that they actually feel the effects of the injury. The first thing you need to do is check out your personal well-being and of your passengers. If you are significantly injured, you should not move. You should wait for first responders to arrive and follow the directions that they give to you. Many clients I've represented, there's a secondary collision. So you want to check your surroundings to make sure it's safe to exit the vehicle. If you can, speak to the other driver, make sure that they are okay, that they are not somebody who needs in need of immediate medical care. You always want to make sure in your vehicle that you have proof of insurance. Exchange that information, exchange the information, contact information. In the interest of preserving potential claims, you want to document the scene. That means taking photographs, close-ups of the damage to the vehicles, video as well, and then wider shots to get the whole scene. Things aren't often as clear as they may seem when you get down the road and you're dealing with the insurance carriers, either your own or the third party's carrier. So it's good to get the names and contact information for people who are actually eyewitnesses to the incident so that you can have that as a resource if you need to verify what actually happened. It's my advice to anybody who's injured in a motor vehicle collision to contact an attorney as soon as possible. There is no harm that can come to that. It will preclude you from making missteps potentially in giving recorded statements to people that you don't have to give recorded statements to. And that might be your own company, that might be the other driver's company. Because in these scenarios, not only do you have claims against the other driver's insurance, but you may have a scenario where you have a claim against your own carrier. Things such as uninsured claims and underinsured claims. The sooner you get an attorney involved, the better, whether you retain them or not, at least to know what things you should be doing to preserve your claim and to not make missteps so that if later on you do decide to hire an attorney, you haven't done things that have harmed your claim. I've been practicing law for 18 years, exclusively in the area of plaintiff's personal injury cases. And the vast majority of those cases are motor vehicle collisions. I'm invested in this community and my reputation is my currency. We do not advertise for personal injury cases in this firm. Every case that I get is a direct referral from a former client, a friend, a family member, or another attorney. I think that speaks to the quality of the work that we do. We have at least 100 years of collective experience in personal injury claims when you add up the years of practice of the attorneys in this firm who specialize in personal injury and motor vehicle cases. I cannot think of the last time that I represented a client who did what they were supposed to do, held up their end of the bargain, that did not receive compensation for their injuries.